What have you noticed a change? What kind of change has there been? Is there been a change?
Yeah, definitely. I think it depends on which area we're doing the seminar. What I mean by that is, for instance, I can give an example. At one of the schools we were at, they were all students that had been expelled or that were sort of on the fence of perhaps being expelled or had been suspended, and maybe even some of them had criminal records. And there was one student that the entire time, this is all we got from him. He didn't say anything. He always had his hand in front of his face, never looked at us, never made eye contact. And for about, I would think for a good month, I mean, we went week to week, so we went there every day, but for an entire month, that's all we ever got out of this kid. And one day, I don't exactly remember which program we were doing, but something just clicked, and he looked at us, took his hand away from his own, and he started speaking. And from then on, he had this dialogue with us, which was, for us, it seems like a small thing, but that's a big step. So those kinds of stories, and then also just with the other students, the peer leaders, you can see that from day one they come in there and they're a little unsure of how this is going to happen. Some of them are new to the program, so they don't know who are these people and why are they telling us all these things. But you can see that each time we go back, there's that little bit of extra confidence. Is that their shoulders are back a bit more, their chins are up, and they're projecting their voices and just working together. And you can see that areas that perhaps there would be conflict and issues, you can just see they just work together. So I think those two, for me at least, is what stood out. I think we learn just as much from the students as they learn from us and each other. Like we go in there, and I learn new things every day. And going out, I would say the confidence and just an interest in other people, humans connecting to each other is something that perhaps has been lost in the crazy, rat race that we live in. But now with this, I can see there's that connections happening again. So,
tell me, if you were to describe this project to someone that had never heard of it, what would you say, very succinctly?
Oh, I would say we're trying to create a safe environment for people who don't necessarily feel comfortable to break boundaries, to go beyond their expectations, and to just flourish, I think. I don't know if that's the best way to explain it, but yeah, I think it's just a way to help people, empowerment, I think. It's empowering those that sometimes feel like they don't necessarily have it or they don't notice it in themselves, because we all have the potential, right? It's just about bringing it out. So I would say, yeah, empowering others. Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
Okay.